Hello everybody, Ninja Ant here, and I've got a gameplay commentary for you today. I'm testing out the Scorch today, and I found this particularly interesting. It's a really good weapon, it's very underrated. Sorry about my view models. I set them really low to reduce lag. I don't know why I set them this low, I really didn't have to. By the way, if you want any of the tracks in the background, ask in the comments or whatever, and I can just hand you a link or whatever they're called. But anyway, back to the Scorch shot. Basically, it's a flare gun, obviously, as I'm using it right now. It does half the damage, so basically about 14 damage a shot. And obviously it inflicts burn damage afterwards, but it also has a slight amount of knockback equal to that of... It's a little bit weaker than the air blast. And then when you hit somebody, there's about a 1.5 second delay, and then it explodes, igniting the people around it. And I cut off about half this gameplay because I didn't really use it effectively until the end here. But as you can see, it knocks even Ubers back, just like the air blast. So you don't even have to get close. Like on those stairs leading to Spire in Badlands, you can knock somebody off a Spire with a Scorch shot. But I found the the 1.5 second delay to be very useful for catching. Like if you hit the heavy, then you can usually catch the medic walking past it too, so you ignite the set. It's very, very useful. But as you can see, I hit the sniper there, and the heavy here. My flare gun aim used to be extremely reliable, but I've really let it go because I stopped playing Pyro. But now that I'm back into it, it's pretty nice. Quite honestly, I don't know why I shot the guy. I should have just ambushed him and been all backburnery, but I was getting got really lucky there. I used to be a pro jumper, I guess. Well, not pro, but I used to be very good at it, so I can air strafe pretty easily. And they're just catching a spy that disguised as me. Just a warning, spies, try not to disguise as Pyro too much, especially since this guy continued to disguise as me over and over and over. So basically all I had to do was look out for him over and over and over. I'm the only person on this server wearing a bubble pipe, so it was quite easy to pick out the spies from the non-spies, considering they were me. I am very vigilant. I am very much a team Pyro. You don't want to be a non-team Pyro, and for team Pyro I would suggest flare gun or shotgun, like any variation of the flare gun, because they're all actually really good depending like on the map and how effective your flare gun aim is. Extinguish your teammates, blow away Ubers, like the medics at least. You don't have to take the whole Uber, because just taking half of it is very useful. By half, I mean just one character in it. Because if you take away the heavy, then the medic's useless. And if you take away the medic, the heavy's not invincible anymore. Be very team-oriented. I way overextended here, and I really shouldn't have. I got very cocky. I really did, because I was shooting people all over the place and figured I was doing baller, but I just ended up getting myself killed. This is a respawn server. Like, there's respawn time. I just cut it out because I'm awesome at editing. I don't know. I just don't like watching respawn times when I'm watching videos. The Scorch shot is really, really good for taking out large groups of enemies like this. Because look, I use 2 flares and 3 people are on fire. I walk up with my flamethrower and another person's on fire. And that's really not that much ammo, and these people are taking approximately 60 damage each. because burn damage, obviously. Um, it's just very disorienting, like, if you get hit by this weapon, because not only do you get knocked back, but if you're a person walking up and you get hit by the flare, you're like, what just happened? Most of the time I don't even notice it, and I walk into it and I'm like, why am I on fire? I didn't get hit by anything. Oh yeah, I was playing this guy earlier, and he was playing Pyro as well. I scorch shot and hit him. He reflects the flare that's falling to explode, and I reflect it back, like right next. I'm like, that's awesome. I don't know. That's actually a pretty good use for it, I guess. If somebody scorch shots you, you can like reflect it and avoid getting your whole team set on fire or something like that. I don't know. It seems kind of impractical, but I mean it can work eventually. So yeah, moral of that story is basically that the flares that have already hit people and are falling can be reflected, which is pretty baller. I like shooting random shots sometimes, because I don't know, I just get really lucky and I end up hitting a cloaked spy that's walking past about 20 feet away. Like, that happens all the time, and it's just with a flare. I don't even use my flamethrower. It's just, yeah. Pro tip for pyros: what I find useful is only use challenge yourself to only use the flamethrower for spy checking and air blasts, and don't really set people on fire, and you'll learn to use it in moderation and not just W plus M1, which is much more useful for your team because you are putting out fires and you are blowing away Ubers, you're knocking people off edges, and you're keeping down the spy count, which is extremely useful, which is much better than a suicide pyro, because if you're lucky, you get one kill and you're out for 15 seconds. I mean, that's if you're semi-decent at W plus M1 and you're using the flawed. just quite honestly. Yeah, but basically the scorch shot is really good if your opponent likes to mass up in giant balls. Lol. But if they like to mass up, or if they're close together, or if there are just a lot of them streaming in, because they'll hit the flare like walking past. As you can see there, just getting a random shot on that engineer. I probably wasn't even aiming for him, but I don't really remember. Take side routes, and don't neglect the point, even for a spy. Because look at that, I just killed a medic at the expense of 20 ammo. I think a medic is a bit more important than a pyro, because I mean, I know he was gonna die anyway, even if I had just pushed him off the point and not into the pit, because, well, he's a lone medic. But anytime you can take out a medic, just take the opportunity, because a medic is literally more valuable than any character on the field, because he keeps everybody alive. Yeah, just kill medics. And this was a bit of a blunder on my part. I really didn't even mean to hit that guy. He was just walking up the stairs at the wrong time. But as you can see there, I hit one of the other people with a 1.5 second delay, running up for some health, and I happened to catch the same spy. He dies shortly after, and there's another use for it. If they jump, or if they're trying to escape, look at that, I just blasted him over the rail so he couldn't go down the staircase, and I guarantee you he would have escaped had he gone down the staircase. So that's the end of the round there. I am not top scoring, but it was a fun round. Rate, comment, subscribe. Have a great day, YouTubers.